And I'm Judy, the athlete, and we're here to help you better your best.
I'd like to talk about poster child, that perfect swing form that we'd love to have. I want to look like that.
I want to be the example in the book written about this sport.
Yeah, and I saw so-and-so doing this the other day, so I think it would help me perform better. And so we get this image of something we want to strive to be like, and thinking it's going to help us. And there's so many times I've seen the golfers work hard and create this beautiful swing on the camera that just the way they want it, and they just lost 10 to 20 yards.
Yeah.
And I know you've had experience with similar things.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept, right? Because part of our job is to strive for, getting our form and our motor programs down and things like that. But I can remember, I had a pretty unorthodox bow arm, double jointed, maybe triple jointed, so it looked sort of broken or bent when I shot. But I didn't hit it. It was never in the way of the string hitting it or anything like that. It worked and it was locked, but it was ugly.
Well, yeah, and they told you, right? You'd never make it to the Olympics with that bow arm.
Right, and so that's always in the back of your head of like, wow, if I fix that, would it be better? Mm-hmm. So I was in a college season and I just thought, okay, I'm going to fix it. I'm going to turn it. I went into it, I think, with the right mentality about I can do this and everything else. But what happened was I actually didn't know how to lock it down very well. So while it was turned down and straight, it wasn't locked. And so it gave me a real sense of instability, which then totally messed with my mind, allowed a lot of doubt to creep in. And honestly, Debbie, I gave up a college season trying to make that work and not realizing, I think that's the stubborn piece, right? Not just saying it's not working.
And that's hard for us, We're very dedicated. The athletes are very dedicated people. That's hard for us. And it's kind of like if we could help people get there a little sooner and make a decision, like that perfect swing in that video and what I was doing. Well, yeah, I don't want what I was doing, but they're going to come to something that's in the middle. And it's like, okay, so step number one is you got to know if you're doing it. So you got to know that you got the arm where you want it. Okay. Then step number two is what's happening to my scores, and to see if that's changing. And how long do you do that, And I mean, just in my mind, I'm thinking habit and all these 3 weeks. If in 3 weeks' time, you've got it, I know I'm doing it, and I'm not seeing a positive shift in my performance, there probably has to be an adjustment.
Yeah, and we're reluctant sometimes to do that. It's like we get caught up in the, no, I can do this, or I don't want to give up. Those kinds of things I think are prevalent in athletes. And, it was a tough lesson. And I can look back on it now and realize really what was happening, and that it was probably a tough time to be making a change that's that big as well.
Right. And the thing I think maybe you came away with is you got to rely on yourself. You're the one that really knows. And how long it takes, we just don't want it to take so long sometimes to know that this isn't for me, it's not working, and I thought it would, but it didn't, and let's move on.
And I'm okay with it.
And I'm okay.
So, strive to be the poster child, but be willing to say, it's not me.